Welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about the biggest mistakes I made that wasted a lot of time throughout my life. I'm going to go through career mistakes, life mistakes, and financial mistakes and go through them so you can avoid the mistakes that I did. I'm also going to give you advice on what I would have done instead. But the problem with a video like this is that I don't truly regret my action since I am on the right path right now. And who knows where I would have been if I took different actions. And that's the thing. Even if I would have feel regret for actions that I've taken right now, I can't change them, which is essentially like it doesn't really matter, to be honest. But I'm just going to give you things that you can avoid to increase your likelihood of success, because I know I will be successful, but everybody does not have that type of conviction. So let's go through this. So first, start off with career mistakes. Now I have written grades here. And that's for a simple reason. When I was in school, I had it very easy for me. From like first grade all the way to, let's say, I think it's almost like ninth grade, I didn't have to do anything in school, essentially. I just had to be there on the lessons, do like a little bit of homework, but I still got very good grades. I had if you can think about this, the max score is 340. I think I got a 310 without trying that hard, and the average might be like 220 or 230. That's how the system works in Sweden. Then I had for high school, so from year 1 to year 3, I had really good grades year 1 and 2 in this part of the thing. Then I actually got access to being able to mark myself absent. So when there were holes in the schedule and stuff like that, I just put myself absent to work on my betting business. So I was sports betting, and I was making like decent amount of money with that. I was making like maybe $40 to $50 in a good day of betting. So profits, and that was pretty good because it was not a job. I spent like 2 hours on it, so the hourly wage was like $20. And this year I did a lot of mistakes in terms of school, because still after that I got just under 20 out of 22.5, and the average is 14.4, I think, in terms of grades. And I didn't try that hard. I got the worst grade in math, for example, just because I didn't go to the lessons at all. And I was close to getting withdrawn my my like student. It's not a student loan, but it's kind of money you get for being a student. So that's a mistake. If I would have tried like 10% harder, I could have gotten max grades, or like 20% harder, I could have gotten max grades, and 20%, that was not that much. So that was a mistake. Then when it comes to life mistakes, I don't regret not doing any of these things, because I am where I am. But if you get offered to go on a summer camp, social events, parties, stuff like this, go to every single one. And I don't mean like literally every single one, but it will benefit you a lot, especially in the social realm. Since I started doing this, like I was always against it, because I thought it was like wasting my time, and me and my friends, we could go and play like Minecraft, or we could play games, we could play football, we could do whatever, we could play basketball instead of going to these parties. And it partly has to do with my parents also like demonizing drinking so much that I thought it was like extremely bad. I don't really have a I don't really want to do it. That's the thing. A lot of people were really curious about alcohol and stuff like that. I was not. So go to the summer camps, go to the social events. Then when it comes to financial mistakes, it's not really a mistake, but you should spend more money when money doesn't matter. And let me show you what I mean by this. When you're, let's say, 8 to about 14 to 15 years old, this is where money doesn't really matter. If you live in the Western world, I can't really speak for everybody in the third world, but if you're poor and you don't have that much money, of course you shouldn't spend it on bullshit. But this is when you're a kid in a Western world, and I live in one of the best countries in the world, and I should have probably spent more of my money instead of like putting it away slowly, and then like, yeah. So I got, at the start when I was like 8 years old, I got $1 per, or like $2 per week. So like from 8 to 10 I got $2 per week, and we used that to go buy candy every single week. And there's no like point of me investing that money, because $2 it's like $8 per month is like nothing even in a single year, even if you invest it and get good returns. So you should spend your money here, spend more money. Even at 14 to 15 years old, I got $10 a month as a part of my student. It's like a child. Yeah, it is. You get $100, $125 per child in your household in Sweden, and so I got 10 of those dollars for myself. And then at like 17 or 16, 17, I got the whole 125 myself. But when I was at this age, I should have like spent more money instead of saving it, to then start saving when I actually made more money. Then at like 16, I got a summer job, and I earned probably around 6,000-7,000 maybe. It was a really, really low wage, but it was fun. And then I took that money and started building my wealth. And then I also like to point out, become more financially literate at a younger age. I didn't read any investing books. I didn't really do anything. I only knew that saving and like kind of slow investing in stocks in like big funds is what you need to do to like grow wealth. But there are so many other ways to make more money. If I would have just invested in some type of training, or invested in a better job or a better opportunity, a better vehicle to make money, I would have been so much more richer today. Because like there were so many ways of making money when I was a kid. Like literally you could play Minecraft, you could play Skyblock, you could do a lot of things and then just like resell items. I would have probably gone into like CSGO skins and stuff like that in the early days, instead of putting them away in stocks. Because let's be real, if you put in $100 even like a month, 1,200 a year, it's literally nothing in the long term. So, and if you would take that same $100 and put it into learning flipping CSGO skins, you would probably made much more money. I had a friend that was like doing transactions of like 20-30k dollars per month, flipping CSGO skins. So that's the final mistake. I should have become more financially literate at a younger age. And that is also like, I became a little bit boring because I invested my money instead of spending it and doing like more high risk stuff that you should be doing when you're young. So that's it for today's video. This was a user requested video, so if you guys don't like this video, go trash that guy in the Telegram group. I'm just kidding. Drop your comments down below of what you would like to see next. Peace out.